I've always been a fan of writing things down. To be able to go back and have a physical object of your ideas and thoughts of a certain time, something very cool about that. Now, not all of the books I've written in I've filled to completion, and part of that is just how big they are. After a while, you kind of get tired of having to carry something so big around just to get the ideas out of your head, especially when there's smartphones everywhere. And that's when I found field notes. Field notes are pretty interesting. On one hand, they are small, fairly compact pocket notebooks, but on the other hand, they themselves are works of art. I have many editions. This was the fall 2025 edition, Fall Flowers. These were the spring edition, Is the River Alive? These were the Hatch show print edition, the Craft 3-pack, and these are 1 of 5,000 turquoise field notes with blue paper. These books are beautiful even before they are filled. But what about once they are? These are the 3 field notes that I have fully filled so far. This was the first one I ever used, and as you can see, it has some marks and scratches from being used. It's also full. This one is by far the most worn one I've had, and that's because of the cover material. However, there's a certain beauty to it. How, by being in my pocket, it's just worn itself down. How it's become something pretty cool. And then there's this one, my most recent complete field notes. And it's less worn, but it's still very cool in its own way. I think something is as beautiful as it can be if you can see that somebody truly cared about something. That somebody truly got the full worth out of an object. That's why I like going to thrift stores and finding little knickknacks. Because you can tell that somebody really cared about this thing and wanted it. And now, you have it. Another reason why I love field notes is for archival reasons. At the end of the day, we're all going to forget. You can't remember every single thought that has ever gone through your head. But with notebooks like these, or like the one I just started, you have an opportunity to. This first one started on Wednesday, October 9th, and this last one ended on the what? On the 14th of January, 2026. A little over 4 months in 3 notebooks. Or a little under 3 months in 3 notebooks. At some point, I will forget. I might forget what I was thinking at this time. I might forget what I was doing at this time. But because I have these, I won't. And I think that there's something truly beautiful about that. That no matter what happens, I will always be able to remember because I have it all written down. The last reason I really want to talk about is the versatility of field notes. This is one that I just started the other day, and it's a book of recipes. Recipes that I've made, and it only has one in it so far, but it already has character from having it in the kitchen as I was cooking. Eventually, this book will be dirty and not clean, but does that mean that I'm going to care about it any less? No. I have it labeled on the side like I do with all of my field notes. I have them numbered. That way I can go back and look. And that is why I love field notes.